Yes, that snow mixed with a little bit of rain and a happy duck. And yesterday I got them all into what used to be solely the chicken coop. And you can kind of see a little happy goat in there. But I did put them together. You can put goats and chickens together. However, I separated it off in the coop. There's a baby gate in there. And that way the chickens aren't pooping on top of the goats. There's plenty of room for 3 little goats in there. And the one thing that you got to be really careful of is the chicken. Like, I use hen scratch. I don't use anything else. So some wheat and cob and whatnot. And the cob would be okay, but goats love chicken food. And they will gorge it, and then they will bloat, and then they could pass. So that was a little bit of a tricky thing today. But I didn't have to. I was going to, right over in this area, I was going to build a lean-to. Because it is supposed to be spring. You can see the snow falling with the blooms, the cherry blossoms. Absolutely silly BC weather, eh? But I didn't have to do that. I was able to actually use that whole coop. It goes right to the back fence there. And put them all together. Eventually, the garden shed down here, that's my compost, by the way. That whole area right there is my compost. You can see they've dragged down a toy. That garden shed, I have a roof for it, and it's a 10 by 13, and I'm gonna actually put a wall about 3/4 of the way down for the chickens to be in the back where I can feed them and whatnot, and just a little door so they can come out. And then the goats will be in the front. And then a milking station off to the corner and whatnot. Because, yes, I'm going to breed the one, get some babies, because I want the milk for cheese and butter. One more step to a little bit of self-sustainability. Oh, those chickens are brave. That's the new pool for the duck. He's got a few pools. He really likes his little blue pool. He's rather fond of it. The bigger pool's nice for him, though, because he can actually swim in it. He can float. That's the nice thing. It's a little bit of a pain to empty and whatnot, but there is a drain hole. See, at the end there, I have a sponge in it. And, yeah. Well, and then my dogs are over there playing. I made the dog run a little bit bigger. That was the big thing. The goats used to be in the dog run, and I've had to move them because the dogs need to be outside more, and I don't like them in the front yard causing a nuisance. And there's more space in the side yard. It's a really huge, it's bigger than this area, and they can play and whatnot, and then they have the porch. So, it is possible on a lot, a typical lot, to actually, do your thing. That plywood is just leaned up in case the goats or the chickens need a place to, they want to be outside but stay dry. But it's obvious that the chickens think they might be little ducks. Anyway, there's my long drawn out video on my chicken coop, goat house, whatever. And I certainly hope this rain loses some weight and just goes to full rain soon. Have a good day.